Hey everybody, welcome to Bucketman Scouting. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a all 22 film breakdown on Calvin Throckmorton. He is 6'5", 319, 320 pounds, give or take. This is probably my favorite signing of the entire offseason by the Walmart Generals, aka the Denver Broncos. This has Sean Payton, the guy that they brought over from New Orleans in the front office, and Zach Streiff's fingerprints all over it, in my personal opinion. I think Calvin Throckmorton is a very good depth piece on the offensive line. I would also like the Walmart Generals to try and experiment Calvin Throckmorton at the center position. He has the size and he has the movement skills to get to the second level. The one thing that concerns me about Calvin Throckmorton is he is inconsistent in some aspects against certain defensive linemen. Against more of the 6'5", 334, more of the power rushing off defensive linemen, my apologies. But I do like this signing by the Walmart Generals, aka the Denver Broncos. And before I get into this film breakdown, I just want to say this. These are the type of signings that I like. Underrated signing on a one-year deal. He's 27 years old. There's still some development that can be taking place. He's coming to a familiar system in the Sean Payton offense that run the multi-power run with spread concepts and a lot of slant routes. So this move makes some sense. Okay? The moves like Cody Barton, Brandon Jones, Malcolm Roach, Sam Mustipher, who sucks, guys like Josh Reynolds, guys like that I'm not really high on because you either overpaid for most of them or they come from systems like a 4-3 system and you're trying to fit them in a 3-4 system. I would try Calvin Throckmorton at the center position over Sam Mustipher because I think Sam Mustipher fucking sucks and he's a poor man's version of Lloyd Cushenberry, okay? Also, here at Bucketman Scouting, we don't sugarcoat shit. This channel is not for the weak-minded. We show you series after series after series, okay? I don't go on Twitter and post cherry-pick shit just to get my point across. I get my point across by telling the truth and telling it like it is and showing you series after series after series, okay? I don't need to show stats and bullshit to try and prove my argument when I have the all-22 film at my disposal and right in front of me. So let's get into this film breakdown, shall we? Because I know a lot of you people are here for that. So Calvin Throckmorton, again, he is next to two very good players in Cesar Uriz that I liked coming out of Michigan, also Ryan Ramczyk out of the University of Wisconsin, who's an all-pro right tackle who the Broncos decided to draft Garrett Holt, who fucking sucks, over a guy like Ryan Ramczyk. Ryan Ramczyk is one of the better right tackles in the NFL. He's a top 3 right tackle in my personal opinion. And he's been proving me right ever since he's coming out of the draft. And the Saints value guys like that. So let's get into this. This is the first play, first series of the game, okay? You have a 2 wide receiver set, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. It's going to be a stretch play at the top of your screen here. On this play right here, Calvin Throckmorton is in a 3-point stance. The one thing that he struggles with on this play, he's going to get to Akeem Hicks, who's a big, powerful defensive lineman, who's more of a run-stopping specialist, and Calvin Throckmorton struggles with maintaining and getting leverage on Akeem Hicks here. He's not able to get that push that I like for my offensive lineman. That's one thing he does struggle with is against more of those big physical run-stopping, zero-tech, 3-4 defensive linemen. Okay, next play, you have a 1-2-3 wide receiver set, pistol set formation. You're going to see Calvin Throckmorton again in a 3-point stance. But what I really like on this play is his burst off the line of scrimmage and able to get on Devin White, one of the faster linebackers in the league who went to the Philadelphia Eagles on a 1-year deal. that first step is just very impressive, and I like that. I would love to see him play next to Ben Powers and Quinton Miners at the center position. I think if they run a lot of multi-power run sets with Javonte Williams, Shamichael P. Ryan, and McLaughlin up the middle, I think he would be very good next to a Quinton Miners and a Ben Powers, in my personal opinion. You're going to be able to see how he's able to get off the line of scrimmage here going against number 45, Devin White. He's just very smooth off the line of scrimmage there. Okay, next play, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set, one running back, which is Alvin Kamara. Calvin Throckmorton is right there next to Cesar Ruiz and Ryan Ramczyk in a 2-point stance pass protection set. Does a very good job on this play. Does a very good job. The situational awareness in which the blitz happened here, very good. Good footwork. Good. Look at the hands. I love that. Very good hand placement right there. Just a very good design blitz by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But on the right side, you see, look at the stone wall on the right side here. I just don't. We can't get that with the Broncos. We can't get that. Does a very good job. Does a very good job. They're just all in sync. All in sync there. And they go 3 and out. The Broncos have been trying to go after these depth pieces more than anything, and a lot of them have sucked. Okay, next play, next series. 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set, one running back, which is Alvin Kamara. Calvin Throckmorton is right there in a 3-point stance. We're going to see right here what he struggled with. Here he is in a 3-point stance. Let's watch his footwork. Okay, so he chopped his feet forward, which I don't like. And that kind of gives Akeem Hicks that leverage. Again, if he held on the ball for just a little bit longer. Whew. Again, I don't like my offensive linemen going forward, especially in a pass protecting phase. That's just, I don't like that personally. Kind of chops forward there, and you see that he gets beat on that play. So, again, that's something he needs to get better at, is not chopping forward on pass protecting sets. Okay, next play, little jumbo set here. So you have a tight end receiver behind Adam Trotman, former Saint, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back. Here is Calvin Throckmorton. 3-point stance again. Okay, let's see what he does here against Akeem Hicks. Good footwork, good hand placement. Good, good, good. I like that. Good rep by Calvin Throckmorton. That's a very good rep. So I'm saying you put him next to Ben Powers. Look at that. Good footwork, good hip-to-hip fluidity, good hand placement. Watch the hand placement, man. This is what I like about Calvin Throckmorton when he is on his pass protecting set phase. Watch his arms. Look at that. I love that. I absolutely love that from my offensive linemen that keep their hands up. Love that. You don't get that a lot around the NFL. A lot of offensive linemen have their hands way down here on their knees. I love that by Calvin Throckmorton. That just keeps him in check. That keeps his technique in check. I love that. Look at that offensive line, man. Look at that offensive line. This is why Mickey Loomis and Jeff Ireland deserve a lot of credit. Okay? Not just Sean fucking Payton. Look at that offensive line. You can't get that with the Broncos, a.k.a. the Walmart Generals. Okay, next play. You have a 1, 2, 3 wide receiver set. You basically have two tight ends at the bottom of your screen. You have an extra lineman. Marvin Ingram is the running back. Calvin Throckmorton's right here in a 3-point stance. I don't like that rep from him. Gets pushed around there. Again, what did I say at the beginning of the video? Calvin Throckmorton is very inconsistent against bigger defensive linemen, especially in a 3-point. You see that? Yeah, I don't like that from Calvin Throckmorton. I want my offensive lineman to be physical, not get pushed around easily. That's the inconsistency that you're going to get from Calvin Throckmorton. But when he is on his game, he's a very solid offensive lineman. This is a Jeff Ireland and Mickey Loomis depth swing offensive lineman in the interior that you want on a championship team. Are the Broncos a championship team? No, they're not. Nobody wants to come here. Nobody wants to play for the Broncos. Okay? All right, next play. You have a 1, 2, 3 wide receiver set. Tight ends right there. Calvin Throckmorton's right there in a 3-point stance. 3-3 comes in motion. That's Taysom Hill. You know what? The Broncos should go sign Taysom Hill. He would be such... Taysom Hill for the Broncos would be a championship-level quarterback in which they would kill him. I mean, this is the perfect guy the Broncos would kill right here, Taysom Hill. All right, here is Calvin Throckmorton in a 3-point stance. There, I like that play from him. Good job. Good job, Calvin Throckmorton. Flag, of course, because the NFL loves throwing their flags. Can't give these players the freedom to play anymore. Little double team there, little double team action. I just like how physical he is. Good job, Calvin Throckmorton. That's a very good double team by Cesar Uriz and yourself. Okay, next play. You have a 1, 2 wide receiver set. Tight end, another receiver right there next to Ryan Ramczyk. Alvin Kamara. Calvin Throckmorton in a 3-point stance. There you go. Holds on to the ball too long. Typical Andy Dalton. Let's watch this play here. Gets Akeem Hicks. Moves forward there. Good footwork, good footwork, good footwork, good footwork. Kind of gets stagnant there, but able to pick it up, able to pick it up, able to pick it up. Good job. Good job, Calvin Throckmorton. There you go. Watch his feet moving. Watch the footwork. Look at that. Look at that footwork, man. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Gotta love it, man. That's a good play by Calvin Throckmorton. Good play. Good play. Good rep by him. All right, next play. Wow, is this Pat Shimmer football? 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. Calvin Throckmorton is in a 2-point stance. Looks over to Andy Dalton there. I don't like that play from him. Again, the inconsistencies are showing throughout this film breakdown so far. The situational awareness here is kind of pathetic here. Yeah, no. Yeah. Against Vita Vea, they're double teaming Vita. Okay, deservingly so because he's a good player. Okay, Alvin Kamara comes in. I feel like that's more of an Alvin Kamara. That's more Alvin Kamara's fault. The hell is he doing? Or that's Mark Ingram. My apologies. What is it? It looks like he tried to spear Levante David here. Oh, that's funny. Man, this is WWE type shit. Tried to spear his ass. Oh, man. The hell is he Wow. That kind of took me for a loop there. And they go 3 and out. Okay, next series for the Saints here. All right, so heavy set personnel here. Extra offensive linemen, 2 tight ends, 1 receiver, 1 running back. Calvin Throckmorton is right there. We'll stretch play. I really like how fluid he is, his movement when he is going left and right and forward. I really like the fluidity in which he has when it comes to the running game. I just like the fluidity. He's just very smooth off the, and that's what you want from offensive linemen is if you're especially running the ball a lot, you want offensive linemen that can get off the line of scrimmage and they're just very fluid in their approach. I like that. Okay, so you have a jumbo set here. 1, 2, 3. Alvin Kamara is the running back. Receiver at the top of your screen. Tight end next to Ryan Ramczyk. Calvin Throckmorton's right there. And he really struggles with those big physical defensive linemen. I think he will struggle against guys like Chris Jones. You're going to see that if he does play. He doesn't have that extra oomph. He doesn't have that extra strength. And I really hope in the offseason he can work on that with Zach Strife. I hope Zach Strife is watching the film and being like, we got to get you stronger because you're going to be going against physical defensive linemen. Guys like Chris Jones, the Ravens defensive line, teams like that are just physical. They have physical defensive linemen. All right, next play, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. Running backs right there. Throckmorton is in a 2-point stance. All right, let's watch him here. Here's Calvin Throckmorton right there. And he gets pushed around way too easily for my liking. When he's going against fluid defensive linemen, more of the speed rushing type, he does okay. But when he goes against guys like Vita Vea, who's a monster, he just gets pushed around, man. I don't like that. I want my offensive linemen to be stone like rocks that you just can't move them. All right, next play, jumbo set at the top of your screen. Receiver down here, running back Alvin Kamara. Throckmorton's right there. 3-point stance. Just look how quickly he gets off the line of scrimmage. You just see how quick he gets off the line. That's what I like. So one thing I like about him. Oh, God, he got fucking... Somebody takes him out on the knees behind him. Look at that shit. Watch right here. Oh, whew. All right. In my personal opinion, this guy would be very good in terms of moving him, getting him on crackback blocks. If Sean Payton wants to utilize him in more of a extra, like they used Quinn Bailey last year, more of that extra lineman there, I think he would be very beneficial in a lot of those aspects, especially when you're in the red zone at the 1, 2, 3 yard line, goal line situations. I think he would be very beneficial in that way. All right, so you have a 2 wide receiver set, extra offensive lineman again, tight end right there, running back there, Calvin Throckmorton is right there. Yep, they're... Three-point stance. There he is. Little misdirection play. God, some of these offense coordinators these days just run these stupid fucking plays. All right, 3 wide receiver set, 1 tight end. Calvin Throckmorton's right there in a 2-point stance. Just happy he had help there. There's Adam Trotman. You know, the one thing I like about Calvin Throckmorton that I don't see a lot from offensive linemen. Let's take an example. So I did the Sam Mustipher field breakdown, okay? The one thing that I didn't like about Sam Mustipher is he would leave his spot a lot. When I watch Calvin Throckmorton play, he's always where he's supposed to be. He's not going this way. He's not going all the way that way. He's maintaining where he needs to be, which I can appreciate. When I watch Sam Mustipher, he's either getting pushed around like a motherfucker. He's either going off to some God knows where playing with Justin Simmons for Manchester United. Okay? Calvin Throckmorton is more refined in his technique, and that's what I really do like about Calvin Throckmorton. I know a lot of the Bronco content creators that don't know shit will take what I said there and use it on their platforms and not give me the credit that I deserve, because I deserve a lot of credit for doing this shit for you people. But anyway, I don't mind. I really don't mind, to the people that actually want to be educated. But Calvin Throckmorton, to me, is one of the better offensive linemen the Broncos have had in a while, especially on the interior, in my personal opinion. And I just hope to God that the Broncos don't fuck him up. Do I trust this organization to continue to develop Throckmorton? No. But this screams Sean Payton, Zach Strife, and the guy that they brought over from New Orleans in the scouting in the player personnel department. This screams their signing, and I like it. I don't mind this signing. I think this is a very solid, good, underrated signing for the Broncos. I'm not saying he's spectacular, but man, you put him at the center. He's a prototypical center. He has prototypical size for the position. You put him at the center position next to Ben Powers and Quentin Miners. You have a Stoneworth. You have a rock-solid interior offensive line. And I don't mind that. Calvin Throckmorton could be a very good center if you experiment with it. You really trust Sam Mustipher, in which I showed you, over Calvin Throckmorton? Hell no, I don't. 2 wide receivers, next play. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Throckmorton's right here. We'll play action. Andy Dalton doing his best Russell Wilson impersonation. There he is right there, 3-point. You could use him in a lot of those movement stretch plays that Sean Payton likes to run in certain aspects of his offense. Okay, next play, extra offensive lineman. Tight end, receiver at the top of your screen. 1 running back, Calvin Throckmorton's right there. Just look at that. Look at the right side of that offensive line. Look at the right side of that offensive line. Look at these 3 guys here. Look at that. Calvin Throckmorton. It's a fucking stonewall on that right side. Most of the pressure a lot of the time is coming from this side. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that offensive. Oh, my God. I really like this. I like, man, the more and more I watch Calvin Throckmorton, the more and more I think he'd be a very good depth piece. But also, you could experiment him at center, guys. I'm telling you. Hey, Broncos. Hey, Walmart Generals. I'm talking to the organization. Experiment Calvin Throckmorton at center, because Sam Mustipher, Alex Forsyth, and Luke Waltenberg aren't the answers. You have a guy in Throckmorton. If you see what he could be at the center position through the preseason, through training camp, through the OTAs, you could have something there. Try Calvin Throckmorton at center, please. Or move Quentin Miners to center and have Calvin Throckmorton at right guard. Sorry. Try it. So this is my all-22 film breakdown on Calvin Throckmorton. I think this is a very solid signing for the Broncos. Probably the best signing they've made all offseason, to be perfectly honest with you, because the other guys that they've brought in, they've either overpaid for them or they're coming from systems that don't fit a 3-4 system or don't fit the Sean Payton offense. So we'll see what happens. The draft is coming up. Got to put out more draft content in terms of breakdowns and scouting reports. I'll get on that probably this week. So let me know what you guys think of Calvin Throckmorton. I think this is a very solid signing for the Broncos. So this is Calvin Throckmorton, 6'5", 320 pounds, give or take. And I'll catch you on the next film breakdown. Take care.